Hello, and well, let's just say a big hello to you all out there, and to my people, the ones that I love and know. Uh, Basically, what we're going to talk about today is something quite simple, really. Thank you, YouTube, or some people on YouTube, for actually uploading videos of the classic show. Yes, the classic show, Grange Hill. I'm not sure that a lot of Americans or some people will actually will know Grange Hill. I mean, um, if you are like me, 28 years old, then you will probably remember Grange Hill um, many years ago. I'm not saying that you'll know it from when it first started, because I know that I don't. I wasn't even born when the first episode actually started, but Grange Hill is one of my all-time favourite programmes. I absolutely adore that programme. I have longed to see the older episodes again. In fact, they did get shown at least 10 years ago, or maybe a little before. They actually decided to show all the old episodes of Grange Hill. What they did is they said, we're going to show all the episodes from like the first one, and it went all the way up to sort of like the early 90s, mid 90s. They showed every episode a week on children's BBC, but sadly they haven't been on since, and it's been nice to see them again, because obviously since then there has been loads more series. It actually ended last year, sadly. And the great thing about Grange Hill that it's accessible to probably a lot of different ages, because basically what happens is people who grow up watching Grange Hill will often have fond memories of their time and their actual characters who they like. And then of course you've got people today, you know, like when you're roughly 16 or 17 or whatever, and 15, and you turn around and say, do you know what, I watched Grange Hill last year or the year before, and so on, and you get to reminisce about the characters like that, and they all have their own thing. Personally, I don't know what you could class as being your time. I mean, Grange Hill is mostly aimed at the more teenage market, so if you imagine a typical 12, I would say 12 to 16, there's a good age gap, then obviously that would be your time. So watching Grange Hill between the age of 12 and 16, you've got to go back to where you think, and that to me would be 92 for me. So I can't tell you who was actually in it then. I don't actually know. My mind has gone a bit blank on that one. But what I do remember is I definitely remember the ones of the 80s. I absolutely have fond memories of watching Gonch. I was watching an episode of Grange Hill, and Gonch was in it, and Callie, and Trevor, and my all-time favourite, Zamo! Yes, the famous Zamo, the one that took drugs, and Roland saw him, and there's that older thing about Roland, you know when he used to get picked on, you know the score, Roland, 10p, and then there was before that there was Tucker Jenkins. Brilliant. And that was just, and some of the teachers, well, I don't think I'd want to have been in a class and really gone to pot when it was being taught by Mr. Bronson. You boy, you can just see what that was basically gonna cause. I mean, literally. But there you go. I absolutely love Grange Hill. I actually did watch every episode. I watched all the old ones that I hadn't seen before, but I used to watch Grange Hill basically when it was on in the 80s and of course the 90s, and I actually did watch it up until the last series. I think I did miss a series. I think that was partly due to the fact that BBC bloody one didn't even tell us that it was actually on. I think they actually put it on BBC, you know, the children's BBC channel, and didn't even tell us about putting it on BBC One. I don't know what happened, but I think I did miss that. But I definitely did watch it, and I do admit that every year I had to get used to the new characters, but I did like them. Toggle was good, and Tanya, and they were in the latest series that obviously finished. So yeah, I have fond memories. I absolutely do like watching Grange Hill. In fact, remembering from when I watched it, you know, the 12 to 16 year age, 92 to 96. Actually, I would say that would be the year when Kevin took LSD in the show. There's a clip on YouTube if you look for it. Basically, he's he takes something and he acts a bit strange, and he's nearly coming off the balcony or whatever it is, and basically you know, and he gets help from the disabled girl who comes in and asks him what's wrong and takes him back. It just gets a little bit strange when he's in the classroom anyway. So yeah, we all remember that, don't we? About Grange Hill. It was very political. I mean, Grange Hill was just one of these things that it never ceased to amaze the tough tackling issues. But that was the best thing about Grange Hill. It was never one for going through you know, just anything. They wanted to have obviously storylines and things, and they just went and got like the best ideas, and it really was brilliant. It really was absolutely fantastic for children and teenagers at the time, you know, because they would have actually got to grips with this. You know, it really did help. I hope it helped. But it was absolutely brilliant, and it's such a sad shame to see a show like Grange Hill actually end, because it is by far one of the best things that we have ever done in terms of children's television in this country, as well as the ordinary TV. So generally, if I was to be commissioning something like 50 of the greatest ever TV programs to ever come out of Great Britain, Grange Hill would be up there with the best of them, alongside Coronation Street, which is another subject to talk about, because you know, I think I should do. I think I should give myself talking about Coronation Street. I don't watch it religiously every week, but I do admit a soap like that can't be axed. Surely not. The rumours are not true, if you're reading about it. But anyway, that's it for now, and I will see you later.